That's the nature of that unconditional love of a perfect living master. There's no condition attached at all to that love. And I tell you, this is one of the greatest experiences one can have by associating with a perfect living master. That power of love, which is so unconditional. No judgment is involved in that. A master of that order never says, be a good boy, then I will help you. Follow these rules, then I will help you. Nothing, no condition is imposed on his love for us. Why does he then, how does he judge who to take and who not to take? How is the selection made if it is so unconditional? There is no judgment involved at all. It is based upon a process which we ourselves set up. Before we ever came into this universe, before we ever made up this world, before we ever left our totality, before we ever became souls, we made a good arrangement for ourselves. We made an arrangement that we'll go into all these experiences, make them as real as possible, so we enjoy them. But there was a danger. If we make these experiences so real, we'll take them as reality and get caught up there forever. So we ourselves made an arrangement that when we are fed up of the show we are watching, when we are fed up of life as we are living in any level, then we should have an arrangement by which we ourselves should be able to go back. Our own self will appear in the form of another being with the awareness which actually belongs to us. And we will call it a perfect living master, and he will give us that perfect living master's love, unconditional love, and take us back home. We made this arrangement ourselves in order not to get caught here forever. Now, who are these souls that made this arrangement? The soul that made these arrangements and are getting fed up of this experience from time to time, we call them the marked souls. And these masters, they come specifically for those souls who made arrangements to go back at that time. And therefore, they have come specifically for those souls. They have not made a judgment in picking them up. It is the soul that has decided. Soul that has decided, now it's my time to go, and they appear. You don't search for them. Nobody can find them. They are so ordinary. They are just like us. How can you find them? If somebody says, I can find a master, I know how to find one, I think he's a master himself. Only a master can find a master. We don't have any idea how to find them. But they can find us. If we are marked souls of their list and they come to take us back because we made that arrangement, then we are marked in their list and they take us home. So these people, whom we call perfect living masters, they come to pick up marked souls, marked for their time, marked for their own particular individual stage of experience in these worlds that we have created. So the marked souls, they get in contact. In India they say, when a chela is ready, a guru appears. When a disciple is ready, a master appears. That's what they say. They don't say, when a chela is ready, he will find a master. When a disciple is ready, he can find a master. No. They say, when a disciple is ready to go back home, a master will appear in his life. And that is how they appear. They appear by coincidences, by circumstances, by strange coincidences, which themselves sometimes affect us. How come this was the exact time that we were thinking of this, and this has happened? These coincidences are not accidents. They are designed. They are well built in advance. And the coincidences bring those masters into our life at the right time. And therefore, we are ready. They initiate us. They tell us, because of our mind, do this, and you come up to that point, we start our journey from there. And what is that point? Third eye center behind the eyes. We draw your attention from here, we'll be waiting for you, and we'll go together and have a good time all the way and reach home together. That's the promise they give us. So, but there are many others who also come in contact with such beings. What about the unmarked souls? What about those who are not marked but happen to be in touch with these masters? Because the masters have to roam around. In a creation, there are so many souls, so many bodies around. The unmarked souls, when they come in contact, they get marked for a future time. Though they don't lose, they get marked, and later on, another master appears, either in this life or a later life, and takes them back home. This is an arrangement we ourselves made and worked very beautifully, still working.